My name is Matt. Follow along as I turn Duracell, the legendary ocean racing sailboat, into a comfortable cruising home. Last week we tackled the port side of the bulkhead, and so this week I laminated up and built the starboard side of the bulkhead. I rather enjoy building stuff like this out of fiberglass and epoxy resin because I know I'm building something that's strong and light that's going into the boat. We're having another big storm here. It's like November weather. It's totally crazy. It's been windy for weeks, it seems like, and now and lots of rain. I am worried about my shed a little bit, and switching to the west in about an hour, and so it'll be a good test for my shed. So hopefully everything turns out okay. I'm trying really hard to get the other side of my bulkhead in by the end of the day today. We'll see what happens.
So we got the bulkhead into the boat, and now the trick is just wiggling it into place, which is kind of tricky.
It's a very tight fit, which is good, but it makes it hard to get in.
How long did the other one take you?
To get in?
Yeah.
It just went right in. It's
Really?
like I just have to find the right orientation.
There you go. Give me your frustrated look.
I got the mock-up in, and so I know it fits, but it was a struggle getting the mock-up in, and this is an even bigger struggle.
So Matt said it's going to take some trimming to get it right.
I'm just going to cut this little section off right here. It's just about to go in. Finally got it. Inside the stringer there.
I think you got it.
There it is.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
Nice job.
Most of the work that I get done on the boat is in the evenings and weekends after I get done with work as a shipwright. Okay, so we're taping in the bulkhead into the boat, and taping means that I'm actually fiberglassing the bulkhead into the boat. I can't just glue it in. It needs to be a very structural bond to the boat, and so I use fiberglass and epoxy to actually like mate the bulkhead to the boat. After the area that I'm going to fiberglass, it's been prepped, so it's been sanded, it's been cleaned, and so now what I have to do is mix up a thickened epoxy glue. And so I take my epoxy, which is a two-part epoxy, I mix it together, And then I add what this stuff is called colloidal silica, and it's just a powder that makes the epoxy really thick and really strong. And I mix it up until it's like a paste, like a milkshake or peanut butter.
Cream cheese frosting.
Like cream cheese frosting. And I eat some, and then I push it into the corner, and then I eat some more.
Matt and I like cream cheese frosting a lot.
But I push it into the corner and make like a really nice radius so that the fiberglass can have a nice curve in the corner between the hull and the bulkhead. We've applied the thickened epoxy into the joint, making the cove or the fillet between the bulkhead and the hull. And so now it's time to laminate the fiberglass to the boat. Now I'm wetting out the fiberglass. I just have this piece of cardboard just to protect the table. And what I do is I mix up my resin and I lay out my piece of fiberglass like this. And I just dump resin onto it. And take my squeegee and just squeegee it out till it's very well saturated, so I know that all of the fiberglass is saturated with epoxy. And then what I do is I roll up the tape. And I roll it up. And I rolled that one accidentally inside out. But, and they're in the order that I'm going to place them into the boat. So now I'm going to take these and laminate them into the boat. I've laminated fiberglass onto the boat, and so then I'm going to put on the peel ply. And again, the peel ply is used to peel excess resin off the top. It leaves a nice texture so I don't have to sand, pulls the amines off of the epoxy after it's cured. And so this is the last part to go on the epoxy when I'm laminating. And so all I do is I cut it into these small pieces because it's a lot easier to work in small pieces. And make sure my hands are nice and clean. Scott has also been coming over in the evenings to give me a hand. Here we are again. A cold day, evening. It's like 8 o'clock at night.
It's bright and shiny in here.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. I have to fill this void between the two bulkheads that are now installed with a piece that will be underneath the sole of the doghouse. And so to make a pattern for the shape of this piece, what I did was took a bunch of short pieces of just plywood, just thin plywood, and tabbed them all together. And in this case, I just screwed them all together to make the shape of this piece. And so I'm going to take this thing out, put it on my piece of fiberglass. I'm actually going to reuse a piece of the ballast tank that I cut out because it's big enough and it's the right thickness. And I'm going to just put this on there, trace it out, and cut it out, and that should fit really close to needing to fill this void here. We got it done. Please like and subscribe. Next week we'll do a short mast update for the holiday. Merry Christmas.